Today's video is for all the older players that are out there that want to create power but are not as flexible and are hesitant to use a big stretch and to release your arm with tension. Now, I understand that you probably have been playing tennis for a while and you have your own habits and so on, and I still want to give you a great advice how you can increase the power of your shots, make your shots more effortless. Now, for that, the main thing that you have to do is time your shots and have an intention for your racket head to move through the ball. So whenever you're swinging, your racket head at first, whatever your backswing is pointing to the back fence or to the opposite direction of the ball in the direction that you're hitting. And then you want to have the intention of the racket head moving through. Now, if you have that, just by doing that, your shot will become much, much harder. I've seen a lot of older players play, and whenever the ball comes hard, they're all trying to kind of block it, and they keep the surface of their racket parallel to the net and parallel to the direction where they're hitting. Now, like that, yes, you can redirect the ball, you can hit it slightly harder if you push harder towards that direction, but unfortunately, it is very hard to accelerate the ball and especially make it effortlessly. Now, if it is challenging and for you it's hard to time your shots and you wouldn't want to change your technique too much, I'm talking about implementing the stretch, the lag, and trying to swing, because that really takes a lot of practice and a lot of repetitions, hitting the ball in the exact same spot, kind of getting used to it. Then what you can do is you can try to make it a swing as much as you can, which means that you take your racket back, but then when you're about to hit the ball, you're trying to do it with one continuous motion. One thing that I often see is that after the backswing, people are trying to slowly move the racket towards the contact point, and then when they're sure that they're not going to miss it, then they accelerate. Something like this. But at that point, you can only use your muscles to push through it, and it depends on your pure strength. Now, if you can make, even if your movement is a little bit more tighter, but if you can still have your racket move all the way through, let's say have the contact point in between of your swing, whatever that swing is, even if it's not with acceleration and with the stretching out your muscle, but it's just like this, you'll still hit much harder if you're on average have a fluent motion and you start your acceleration from here. Now, it's important when you meet the ball to still continue moving your racket through, and of course use your upper body rotation. Now remember, using your upper body rotation is better than not using it at all. So again, if it's hard to do it with this stretch, then just try to make sure that you rotate with your arm as you hit. And if you'll manage to time it and make it a continuous swing, that will as well give you much more power. The same goes for the backhand. I was just showing most of the shots on the forehand side, but on the backhand, it's exact same thing. So if you take your racket further back and then you swing all the way through, that way you will hit much harder, especially with having the intention of your racket head going through the ball rather than pushing it forward. So remember, a swing and a fluent motion, one motion, and not like leading up and then pushing, will always give you an opportunity to hit the ball harder rather than trying to keep your racket face forward and muscling through with your muscles. The only challenge that you will face is timing, because you will have to swing earlier than you usually do. You have to wait for the ball to be in the spot where you want it, or expect and anticipate, and then you have to time your swing, depends on how fast it is, to meet the ball in the desired contact point. So go ahead and try that. Try to implement, let me know how it works, and if there's any way I can help you more with your tennis journey. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.